Guys, we're here at Socal Superbikes and we're finally back with another video on the 2023 BMW S1000RR. Again, right now what I currently have is a Stage 2 Bren tune from them. I know in the first video with the Stage 1 I made 185 on a different dyno. On this dyno, Alex just ran the baseline and he said I ran about 182 to 183. So for some reason I dropped two horsepower. I know there's a variance of what dyno you use and all this stuff, but still even with the Stage 2, it's not giving me the horsepower that I would have wanted. So we're gonna do a custom tune here at Socal Superbikes and see what we can actually push off. The good thing is we ran a baseline dyno with a stock Bren tune right now, so we can have a pretty good comparison of before and after. All right, so now we're gonna grab the handheld tuner and we're just gonna go back to the stock setting. I mean, that's one good thing about the flash is that you can go back to stock whenever you'd like. You're not fully committing to getting your ECU flashed. Downside, power, obviously, but we're gonna see and we'll start the tuning.
I'll do one pull with the stock, so you can see what it makes like true stock, bone stock.
Nice. Okay, awesome. And we'll see what it is. We'll see the comparison. So on Stage Tune, with every modification, I mean, we got the velocity stacks, the IAT relocator, the flap delete, a full exhaust system, on 91 pump, it made 183. So let's see what it makes if we had nothing. And it's running really lean. We just ran the baseline dyno and it did 183 horsepower on baseline, and with the Bren it did about 183 to 184. We're gonna go ahead and now get it flashed by Alex here at Socal Superbikes, and we're gonna see what it makes now. You know, hopefully I get into that 190 range because that's ideally what I want. You know, that's the goal. And the cool thing too, if you guys look at my Austin Racing exhaust video from I think 8-9 months ago, everybody kept asking why when I would rev it, it would go bah, 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 bah. It's because it had, and I know I wasn't hitting like the rev limiter. It has a rev limiter in neutral with this tune they're about to do. So with this tune, you're going to be able to be in neutral and just bang the rev limiter to 6,000, 7,000 without you actually hitting the rev limiter on the dash, if that makes sense. So that's why it makes that really cool sound. So with this tune, I'll be able to have that, which is really cool. I mean, it doesn't give you any sort of performance benefit, but it just sounds cool. So after the first one, we're at 189, so already a good improvement. Nice. Hell yeah. 191.82, so we'll round it up to 182. Guys, so I just made it back to my office and here we have the 23 S1000RR, and I know this video is going to upset a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are going to be like, dude, what the hell? You spent thousands of dollars on Bren tuning and at most you got 1 horsepower over stock, right? And yeah, it is a little bit disappointing. That's why I really like doing these old dyno trips. I like going to the dynos. I like spending a little bit extra money to make sure that the product that I'm purchasing is putting out what they advertise, right? But I was also thinking there's a lot of pros to Bren tune, right? And I think one of the biggest pros is I've been working with this company since 2017 when I got my first S1000RR. I remember ordering a flasher from them and receiving it like within the next day. I uploaded my map, I uploaded all the requirement data that they required, and I got my flash within like 12 hours. And I did that again in 2019 and again in 2020 and now in 2023. And by far, Bren tuning has probably the best customer service in the industry when it comes to handheld flashers. I've never had a problem with them. They've always came through. They've unrestricted the bike. The bike has always felt tremendously quicker than what it was stock, because they are unrestricting all the restrictions that BMW puts on these bikes. And I think I did have a problem once, and again, within 2 hours they went ahead and fixed it. So there's a lot of pros to Brentoon, right? I think that with a reputable company like this, if any person just wants to remove the restrictions, they're the way to go. For me, I really like knowing that the money I spend goes to as much power as I possibly can get. So big thank you to Socal Superbikes. They went ahead and did me with the SLR tune, and as you saw in the numbers, I was able to gain 194 rear wheel horsepower with the Brentoon. The most that I got was 185. Take it as you'd like. For me, did I notice a difference? Yes, absolutely. Did I notice a difference with the Bren Flash from stock? Yes, absolutely. Are any of us good enough riders to be able to notice a difference from 185 to 194 on a track? I don't think so. On a straight line, definitely. I think you will notice that it's a little quicker on a straighter line, but on the track, I don't think any of us have the capability of being able to notice that. I just really kind of did it for fun, to make this video and to show you guys what power the Brentoon and the Socal Superbike tune puts out. But yeah, I think that Bren is still a great choice. I think that if you don't want to deal with going to a shop, or you don't have a shop near you that specializes in S1000RRs, and please make sure they specialize in them. There's a lot of new tuning shops that have been coming out throughout the US that have been open for like a year or two, and they've been blowing these motors up, and they've been doing a lot of bad things. Thankfully, Alex has been in the business for many years. I knew him when I first started here at Impact Tech, so he's been a good friend of mine, and he's been tuning these for as long as I can remember, so I trusted him wholeheartedly. But if you don't have that option, Bren is going to be your only option, and they're a great option. I'd rather have a Bren tune than not have any tune at all, right? So, but if you do live in California or Texas or Florida, one of these states where there's a lot of tuner shops, I would recommend you go to a tuner shop, get it on the dyno, and just, try to get the most power out of your bike. That's exactly what I did, and I'm really happy. I think the bike runs a lot better. I think the bike sounds a lot better. Even with the tune, I know it sounded a little different with the other exhaust, but it sounds really good. So yeah, big thank you to Alex over at Socal Superbikes. I'm excited. We did a lot of dyno runs here. We did one with no tune. We did one with stage 1, one with stage 2 on the Bren, and then we did the SLR. So make sure to watch the entire video. Make up your own mind, and then in the comment section down below, leave me a comment. Do you think that was a lot of power? Do you think that maybe there was something wrong? I know there's a ton of variables when it comes down to dyno tuning, the condition of the air, the humidity, the dyno itself. There's a bunch of stuff, okay? These are just my results. And yeah, I hope everybody learned something from this video.